It's Margaret Kerry and Tinker Bell at large. And I've been asked a bunch of questions all the time about the Andy Griffith Show. It's still playing around. I have friends who play the whole thing all day long rather than watch other things on TV. And it is good stuff, I tell you. And I was cast in the role of Bess Muggins to start with. Now you remember her. She is the one who got put in jail with her kids because Ben Weaver said her husband was a moonshiner, and he was. But anyway, the exciting part to me that first time, besides meeting him, of course, I think that Andy Griffith was one of the great actors of all times. I have seen he could do anything to anything. And also working with him on the soundstage was, come to think of it, I think that's the same soundstage that many years earlier I did The Lone Ranger. It does you. I never thought of that before. Anyway, you could just tell the easy way of going. They had it planned, that the looks, everybody knew what they were doing. And of course, I have mentioned before how difficult it is to try and put out a show a week. It's just, I don't know how they said we could do it, but it was something. But my excitement was I could get to see Hal Smith again. Hal Smith was a dear friend of mine. Who is Hal Smith? He's Otis Campbell, the drunk, who used to put himself in jail to sleep it off. And Hal did 1,000 voices. He was one of the great voiceover men. And there he was in the Andy Griffith Show, and they took him out after the first 13 episodes because they decided to change the whole idea that everybody in town was delight, but drinkers, maybe not, but he stood out. He's the one who taught me dialects on several occasions. Hal and I did voiceovers, a lot of voices, about 600 of them, and I came up against a German accent that I had to do, and I'm getting off the Andy Griffith Show. I'm sorry. Just to think of him and what he did for the Andy Griffith Show. But anyway, I said, Hal, I've got to do a German accent, and I don't do one. He says, you do not do a German accent? You come over here, I'll give you German accent. So Hal took me by the hand, and this was another show entirely, of course. I've got you so confused that you wonder why you're even watching. But anyway, he said, what you need is a sentence. A sentence? What? You need a sentence to say. Then you will talk in the German way. You will say, she was looking out the window when I saw her. So I said, she was looking out the window when I saw her. You are talking German. And back I went, and I did the whole rest of the show with the German accent that he taught me in one sentence. As he was dear. He was just so dear, as was Andy Griffith, and was the people on the set. 73 years of this. I am just delighted and blessed. And I'm blessed by you, too, that you listen to me, and both of us. So I've got to go now. Here's some pixie dust, and I'll see you next time.